Hi there, my name is Amanda Spakowski and I am here from the Nesting Place to tell you our top 3 tips to help your older child adjust to their new baby brother or baby sister. And our first tip is to prepare them well in pregnancy for what they might actually see during your labor. Now I know most parents are not planning to have their older child at the birth, but sometimes your next delivery can go really quick and your childcare doesn't get there on time, and your older child might actually see you making some sounds that you might not have planned on them seeing. So we want to make sure that they know that you're safe and that you're okay and there's nothing to be frightened of. So I actually suggest sometime during your pregnancy, when it's getting close to your labor, to sit down with your older child and make it play. Use animal sounds to liken what you might sound like in labor. Talk to them about, what does a lion say? You know that mommy might roar in labor and get down on all fours and roar and have them roar with you. And then do something that's a little bit more reminiscent of what you might actually be doing in birth. Close your eyes, make a sound that you might actually make during a contraction, and then lift up your face, look at them in the eye, smile at them, and you can give them some reassurance if they need anything. But at the end of the day, doing this, mimicking it for them, can show them that it's normal and just familiarize labor for them, so they're just not as scared should they see it without notice. Our second tip is, when you introduce your older child to the baby for the first time, actually have the baby in somebody else's arms, not yours, not your partner's, but somebody else completely, a grandma or a nurse, and allow your older child to have complete access to you. Their whole lives, they've only ever had access to you completely, so this is what they've known. And if they've spent some time away from you during the delivery, sometimes kids are totally fine with that, and other times kids are a little bit vulnerable, a little bit sucky, and they want to have some cuddle time with you again. So when they come in the room, arms wide open, let them crawl up onto your lap. We don't want the first thing that they see or experience of baby for them to run into your arms, or try to, and then be met with, no, 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 here, see, because baby's here, you stay right there. So we actually suggest you let baby crawl into your lap, hug them in the family unit that they're used to having, and when they notice that the baby is there or they ask about baby, have that person who's holding the newborn bring the baby as close to your older child as they are comfortable, and really let them be in charge of that interaction. The last tip, the third tip, is actually for afterwards, that if your child is having a bit of a hard time adjusting to their younger sibling, we suggest that you start speaking to the baby as in some ways that you might be speaking to your older child. So for example, I might say to an older child, you have to wait because I have to finish feeding the baby before we can play. It's baby's turn for mommy. And then the older child only hears, mommy has time for baby and not time for me. So when I'm actually done feeding that baby and I put the baby down, even though they don't understand what I'm saying, I'm going to look at that baby and I'm going to say, okay baby, it's time for you to sleep, and it's mommy's time for Timmy, or whatever your child's name is, so that they can hear like, ooh, it's my time now and I get mommy, and they can see that the time split is reciprocal. So those are our top 3 tips for helping your child adjust to a younger sibling. We have plenty more, and you can visit our website, thenestingplace.ca, and contact our team if you're interested in hearing more. Thank you.